Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a fall makeup basket video. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I already do a Shop My Stash makeup basket, and I post those videos about every 2 to 3 weeks. And in those videos, I pick about 4 to 5 items to use in conjunction with Project Pan items. The whole point is to rotate through my collection and make sure I am not neglecting any products. Now, I decided to do this additional fall makeup basket just with some items that I feel are very kind of fall themed in colors that I just wanted to get some more use out of. So it's going to be similar to the Shop My Stash where, I'm just trying to kind of use them. I'm not trying to hit pan or use them up, but it is going to be in addition to my usual Shop My Stash, if that makes any sense at all. I'll link my Shop My Stash playlist in the description box and also my Project Pan playlist. I also did a video talking about the best eyeshadow palettes for fall. I will link that as well. And in that video, I did include a fall jewel tone tutorial. So if you want to see that, check that out. I am going to talk about 2 palettes in this video, but those are other palettes also that I really want to try to use for the fall season. And I talked about that video that I usually am not someone who does seasonally appropriate makeup, except in the autumn. I love certain colors, particularly the reds and the oranges, jewel tones, and also cool tones. In this video, I'll also be talking about a couple of face products and lip products as well that I think are seasonally appropriate. Let's just get started. I'll just start with the lip products because I picked 3 and I'm just excited to really use these more. One of them is the NYX Butter Gloss in Praline. This is one of my favorite lip glosses ever. It is pretty much a brown gloss and it is so pretty. Let me swatch it. So this is one where you could build this up a little bit to make it more opaque, or you could wear it more sheer. I love the butter glosses. I talk about them a lot. They are such a nice formula, and definitely I lean towards, brown kind of undertone lip products this time of year. Another gloss, this is the one that I'm wearing today, and I'm wearing this on top of just a little bit of Urban Decay 1993 lipstick. This is a great gloss, and this is from Persona Cosmetics. This is in the color Honey. This is the only product I've ever tried from Persona, but I really want to buy the Identity 2 palette. It looks amazing. That's totally unrelated to this video, although I will say that does have some beautiful jewel tones that are also kind of autumn inspired in my opinion. Anyway, here's the gloss. It is so pretty. So it's still kind of a brown, but it is lighter than Praline. And like I said, I'm wearing this today with just a hint of a lipstick. This is a really smooth formula. This is a gloss I feel like I never talk about on my channel. I'm not sure why. I do use it fairly regularly, and yeah, I just think it's great, and I want to try more from this brand. I did pick one very bold lip product I really want to use. I've never used this. I know, that is so sad. I bought this lip liner from Colourpop, I think in March. I know, and I've never used it. It is in Control. It is, look at that. It is a pretty intense brown shade. Let me swatch it. Yeah, I mean, it's a very dark brown lip liner. I love the Colourpop lip liners. I use these all the time, except for this color. I've never used it. That is so sad. I don't like buying products and then never using them. I rarely do that. When I buy things, I usually use them right away, but I think this color really intimidated me. And I've mentioned in another video, I did a declutter a couple months ago, just kind of talking about bold lip products and how I buy them, but then I rarely wear them. I need to stop, honestly. I mean, I pretty much am trying not to buy any lip products for a very long time. Other than maybe gloss, because I feel like I really do use my glosses, but my lipsticks and some of my lip liners, they get so neglected. But I mean, look at that. It is absolutely beautiful. Now that I'm thinking about it, it actually could be a very beautiful brown eyeliner as well. I don't even own a brown eyeliner. I don't know. We'll see, but I gotta use this because it's pretty. I love this formula, and yes, I am banning myself from buying any more lip products though, because this is what happens. They end up sitting around. I picked out a few face products that I would like to use as well. The first one is this e.l.f. blush in Always Cheeky. I love this formula. It is such a good formula. This is pretty much just a peachy shade. And I gotta say, I do love peachy blushes this time of year, especially if I'm doing a cool toned look, because I've just noticed if I do cool toned eyes and then also a cool toned blush, it's just kind of too much, kind of too dull looking on my face because I do have yellow undertones. So this is perfect for wearing with cool toned eyeshadows and warm tones, and really, I mean, anything. Peach blush, I feel like, is probably one of the most, you know, universally flattering, no matter what kind of eyeshadow look I'm wearing. Yeah, I love peach blushes. This is a great formula and I need to use this. The next item is a face palette, and it is the Becca Chloe palette. I love this. I've talked about it a lot on my channel and I've used it quite a bit, although I don't think I've used it for a couple months now, which is kind of sad. This is really beautiful. So there's a bronzer, 2 blushes, and a highlighter. This is very warm toned, and I thought that would be a nice balance. I really like these kind of orangey blushes, and the highlighter is a beautiful vanilla shade. The bronzer works well for my skin tone. I really enjoy this face palette. I've actually used it a lot and it looks like it's untouched. These Bake products take so much use to actually, you know, see any usage on them, but I thought this would be perfect for this time of year, again, to pair maybe with more coppery eye looks or also cool tone to kind of balance them out. I have 2 more face palettes I want to talk about. The first one is this one from Makeup Geek. This is the Kathleenlights collab. This came out many years ago. And again, I don't think I've used this for a few months. Clearly, this is my favorite shade. I really like it. This is probably one of my favorite gold highlighters. And I do think that gold highlighter looks really nice with very kind of red and copper eye looks. So there it is right there. This Makeup Geek formula is so good. These are sold individually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Sunlight is that gold that I just showed you, and I'm pretty sure this is sold individually. This is an amazing formula. I don't have any other Makeup Geek highlighters because I figure, well, I have this, you know, and it's great. I don't use these that much just because this one is a little dark, and this one, I don't know, I like it, but I have better pink highlighters as far as the color, but the formula is amazing. So I'm probably going to be reaching mostly for that gold shade that I really enjoy. But yeah, I haven't used this in several months and I need to, because this is one of the oldest products in my collection, but honestly, I still love it. There is one new item that I do want to talk about in this video, and that is this blush palette from Shany Cosmetics. I randomly bought a set of these face palettes from Shany, and Shany Cosmetics, it's essentially like a BH Cosmetics Coastal Scents type of brand where they do a lot of these face palettes and things like that. And it's very affordable. I got a set of their face palettes for, I think, $25. I was watching some older YouTube videos and there were some people talking about this and they really seemed to enjoy it. So I ended up purchasing the set because it wasn't very expensive and I was just curious. And I've only used the face palettes twice so far, but so far I actually really like them. And today I am wearing these 2 blushes together, and they are very pigmented. You have to go in with a very light hand. So yeah, but I've enjoyed them, and I thought this one would be perfect because there is a lot of variety, and you do get these 2 warmer tones, and then you do get some cooler tone blushes. This is actually a beautiful array. A few of these have just a hint of shimmer like this one, but on the face it didn't show up that shimmery, but I thought it was beautiful. And yeah, I'm really impressed so far. This is such a random thing. Yeah, I feel like I don't hear many people talking about this brand kind of in general, but yeah, it seems very similar to Coastal Scents and BH Cosmetics, where it is very affordable. But so far I'd enjoyed it, and I think these are really good autumn colors. Alrighty, and then I did choose 2 eyeshadow palettes, but as I mentioned, there's a lot more palettes that I'm kind of really leaning towards this time of year, so I will link that video. And I did talk about both of these in that video also. The first is the Tarte Toasted palette. This is a very orange and copper type palette, and it's beautiful. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. In general, I don't really buy Tarte palettes anymore, but I think this is very nice. And also the packaging, this is very, you know, fall themed, but the colors are great. And last up is the Soft Glam palette. This is another palette that I don't think I've used for a couple of months, which is very sad. This is also an older palette in my collection, and I want to make sure that I'm using it. I think this is beautiful for this time of year. You do get this amazing burgundy, this gold, all of these warm browns. It's just a really nice palette. I still enjoy it. I don't want to neglect it, especially because it is older. I do have pan on it, obviously, but I want to use it even more. And I do think it is perfect for this time of year. I've been kind of imagining a certain look I want to do with this palette, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. What I'm imagining is a halo eye with this kind of in the outer corner, inner corner and crease, and then this gold in the center of the lid. That just sounds really, really pretty, and I've been thinking about that look, so hopefully I will do that look with this palette. Alrighty, that is it for my fall makeup basket. These are just products I want to get use out of in the next couple of months. I thought it would be fun to do, and who knows, maybe I'll do this seasonally in addition to my Shop My Stash. I don't know, I'm just kind of testing it out to see how it goes for me. I don't want to have too many things that I want to be using, but again, I want to be rotating through my collection. So basically we'll see how it goes. It's a bit of an experiment, but if you do want to see my Shop My Stash, my playlist will be in the description box. That is it, and thank you so much for watching.